There she is. The Metean should just jump off, honestly. That high. That's that fucking look. Holy shit.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Very well. Horsey. That's a sick looking horse, by the way. More like what the horse is wearing is sick. Like that cape on the horse. Oh my god, man. That's beautiful. Hello. Is that the Endwalker mount, or is that the Shadowbringer mount from the collector's edition? Probably one of the best looking horses by far.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry.
Here comes trouble.
If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Protect whom?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified.
Frozen over.
Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
And there. Oh, COVID, okay.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
That's one of the planets in the dungeon.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteon?
Yeah, please tell us.
Tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed?
Such as there's no life.
To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so.
Yeah, probably.
But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey,
Yeah.
or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Yeah. Quite a mistake, Mr. Researcher.
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Oh wait, there's one more report.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Fuck 'em.
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
So he killed himself after she asked him what he lives for.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a good time to choose to be brave. Often Daniel.
Meteion.
Or Hermes, whatever.
It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
Yeah, but I don't agree with him because like the circumstances on other planets are different to the circumstances they have. What if their life is just like they're living in fucking Eden, right? They're living in heaven, right? Heaven on earth. It's like their life is really good, and because the life is really good, they can find meaning in their life and improve and make it better and better and better. Meanwhile, other civilization might not have had that choice, so they turn to nihilism and to no purpose because they could not find happiness no matter what. Meanwhile, your planet is full of happiness, you know, and devoid of sorrow. So in that regard, you know, it's like it's hard to make this assumption. Maybe that's why what his conclusion later on is sophistry.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard.
Yeah.
Aye. Whatever answers we find,
And that's where he broke.
dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
This is where he starts to break the crack in the brain. We just let him do it? What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion. Not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
You'll be the death of us all. What's up, Hermes? What you want? Winged Defiance. Hermes.
So, it comes to this.
Doesn't have to, but you choose violence.
Fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool,
Yep.
I will hold fast to my
There
conviction.
won't be a world though, like that's the only problem. There will not be a world soon enough. So that's kinda on you, Hermes. Just saying. Guess they can kill him.
My power!
That didn't get to Elpis too. Unfortunately. Woohoo! Job well done, Mogtana. Yo, these bots on YouTube are crazy, man. Every channel I write on, I get the thing, the spam bot. You have won this. Then hit me up on Telegram. Fuck off. Not bad. What are you so happy about? Shit's about to get real. Alright, let's go. Let's go.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody.
And he should be arrested too, I'm just saying.
And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
And also you're a threat. Just saying.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing.
And then he will get the report in full,
Was
huh?
there happiness in those distant stars?
I don't understand why they're letting him do it. Like, bro.
Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions.
Now she'll fulfill the report.
We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing,
yeah, obviously
brought about
that's
societal collapse.
such a fucking dumb move.
One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory.
Oh, the dragons, yep.
One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite. and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves.
Are these the ghosty people?
One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow.
That's the third, yeah.
Joy.
The guys who summoned that beast.
Joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow.
Yep.
And lost their will to live.
Of course, man. Nothing to struggle over. It's not
The worlds
not worth.
apart.
Okay. So she described the three.
Shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived.
Nihilism.
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free
God.
from the cruel yoke of existence.
Yeah, man.
There is
No, thank you.
struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star.
Oh, it reaches alright.
Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
And then he thinks about all the animals that they create. Have you lost your mind?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
Oh, God.
In the name of the star,
Yeah.
discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Yep.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right?
And that's where he lost his shit. Now he broke.
Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos Awaken!
It's a really dumb move, because even if mankind does survive, which we do, the damage you do is not worth it for the study.
Activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of MSQ of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to MSQ and Hythlodaeus. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Yeah.
Go, Meteion. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
Sounds kind of painful, not gonna lie.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Uh-huh.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure.
Yeah.
No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside.
This part doesn't make too much sense if you think about it. Clearly this space is not in its own space,
I cannot tell you.
because Vena was able to fly out to space. But whatever.
Can I let you escape?
Too brave by half.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, M itself.
Why didn't they leave though?
What? But how? I thought the confluence was over.
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate.
Quite right.
Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
Yeah, yeah. Futurism and previousism.
I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
Still don't know why Emmett didn't escape. Ah, God.
Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path.
Where's your horse, man?
If it must be said. Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
It's like, what's the distance on this? What if she was still in space? Would it affect her? You know, shit like that. So I'm saying, like, this whole thing didn't make a lot of sense. Okay, she ran away, but like, to escape Argos, they could have just like flown to space. You didn't have to like destroy the confluence and teleport out. Clearly, you could go to space. Like, what's the range of Argos? Of Pyros. Can't be that big of a range.
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
You sound like every scion in existence.
Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above
Yeah.
husks of fallen civilizations?
Yeah.
And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go.
She traveled there really fast.
Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her. One which allows us to follow her trail.
Yeah.
She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down.
Yeah. Need a spaceship.
But thanks to Emet-Selch and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
What became of the others, I wonder. So, what now?
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case...
But like, okay, for example, they will know that Vena was there with them, right? Because that they'll be told. Have they not went to Vena and asked her what actually happened there? Could she not have told them? Would be too much. Because we need Fandaniel's knowledge.
Sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
Could they not have gotten his knowledge regardless? Like, she could have told Emmet and Hythlodeus and tell them why they shouldn't tell Fandaniel. Because they would need his knowledge. Would they listen? I don't know, but it's like... You know, it's like, there's so many... these problems with the story, you know? So, the whole, like, keeping your counsel to yourself this whole time, and this is like a repeat of the science when they keep saying it's like, I'm fine, then they just fucking keep passing out and shit.
We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Whatever that means.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Yeah.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
See, that also doesn't make sense.
It's all a blur to me.
Because the alert happened before Emet-Selch and Hythlodeus went there. So there was already state of alert. So he wasn't planning to... Maybe he was planning to show Kairos to us. Like, that's the story. He was planning to show Kairos to us. Like, to him, to them, whatever. It became unstable while he was preparing it. Then we came as into, like, see what the fuck is going on. And then it blew up. Is that kind of like what they're trying to reason here?
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vena and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
See what I mean? This is the weird one.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress as well.
Are they not gonna talk to Venar for until like the apocalypse happens?
I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venar about it when next we meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
No, you just beat the shit out of him, but yeah.
Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course.
It could also be that because they lived for so long, they have no sense of urgency. Therefore, he wasn't like actively going to look for Venar. And it's like when he'll see her, he'll ask her, but there's no urgency. Except that there is when he doesn't know it. Like that, I guess I could go with that excuse, but yeah.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
See, that's why he probably didn't go and chase after Venar. Right, because he's like, well, like what really could have happened, you know? But I'm still surprised she didn't go and tell.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Oh, yeah. There's no reason we can't go and tell them now about it while we're still both here. You know? It's like, yeah, hey, I'm that creation. Yeah, we were fighting from Daniel. Meteion escaped to the stars, and she's gonna bring the end days. Like, that's what I kind of don't like about this story, where it's like these plot holes. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more entelechies. He poured much of himself into Meteion, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself, he will believe that. He will believe that had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Meteion would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Daniel. Don't agree with this story. Go. Alright, here it is. Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Venar, several cutscenes will play. Yes.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Not like we know how it works, but yeah. Yes, this is where we part ways.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge.
I don't agree.
Were the masses to learn
Well,
the fates
I mean, I
of the
agree.
stars, I fear the situation would spiral out
I
of...
agree that it shouldn't be common knowledge, but I feel like maybe the Convocation, or specifically Emmett Selk, should know. You know?
I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold.
I feel like Emmett Selk could be trusted.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14.
Mm-hmm.
However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories.
Don't tell him then. Just don't tell
Made
him.
aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe.
It doesn't matter, because we know even with his expertise, he couldn't help.
Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the Convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come.
Clearly not, because he couldn't solve it.
Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work
I
independently
mean,
of the
he helped
Convocation.
delay it, because I'm sure it's him identifying the celestial current weakness, or like when they're where they were the thinnest, was what eventually brought upon the whole Zodiac thing to defend those currents, or to reinforce the currents. So the creation of Zodiac basically was,
Regardless of how we
in
proceed,
essence, because of him.
if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end.
Yep. It is inevitable.
Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins.
Yep.
We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest.
So many problems with this
We must
logic.
find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead.
12, I guess.
Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path.
As far as I understand, Azem didn't take any side. He remained neutral until the end. Because I know Azem left the 14.
And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you
But he also didn't side with Vena.
too will I, as will all.
Which is
resolved
weird to me
to
that he
fight the
didn't
marrow.
side with Vena.
And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise.
God, she has a massive neck.
Fare you well, my light of the future. till we meet again.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the hard part.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Smash into that crystal. Tell me why must we suffer? I open. Oh, release your. Yeah.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate.
He went to sacrifice himself. First 50%.
That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
Yep. God, that song, man. Believe the land. So believe.
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
A reality
You caused this.
terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
Here's that beast from the dungeon.
This is all wrong. Why must we suffer so?
Oh, it's not him, okay.
It needn't be like this. No,
There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness.
Indolence.
No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer! Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong.
You said before, yeah.
And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before.
You're such a good person, it's crazy.
They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
Oh my god. God damn goosebumps, bro. Bitch. Oh man. Future is taken.
all is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering, to mire and plague.
Okay. 14 worlds actually, but yeah.
In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured.
Until tomorrow. Fuck, man.
To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Fuck, man. And no. Oh, Lord. Christ.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Through all of this, bro, 12,000 years or whatever. You're telling me Emet couldn't go down and ask Heidelin what the fuck? Why did you do this shit? Oh, man. It's the most annoying thing about this. Like, why? None of this had to happen. Oh my god, bro. Fucking Christ, man. Like, it's probably my biggest gripe with the story is that, first of all, none of this had to happen. She could have talked about Fandaniel in secret to Hythlodeus and Emet, you know, convince Hythlodeus and then talk to Emet after that in private. You know, it's like, yes, you have been there. No, you won't remember because Kairos, okay? Like, you want me to kill you and then you'll remember? Like, okay, we can do that. God, man. Then it's like, okay, like, we're gonna notify the 14. Fandaniel, the current Fandaniel, we are not gonna fire him and let him go kill himself. We probably need him. And we just won't tell Hermes what's up. and we'll still use his knowledge. Okay. Oh my god, man, this is what's annoying me about the story. Like, all of this could have been averted if they just stopped like not talking. Like, oh my god, man. And then even, let's say it did happen, Emmett Selk overall didn't have a bad relationship with Vana. He could have just went to Hydaelyn and be like, yo, Vana, what the fuck? What is this shit? What are you doing? And then she would tell him, like, this is what happened. I had to do this because you guys are just keep sacrificing yourself for nothing. It's like, okay, I get it, but I want my friends back, so we're gonna fight. It's like, alright, cool, you know, but like that also didn't happen, right? And don't even get me started on La Habrea. La Habrea doesn't make sense at all, but maybe he will make sense after the raid is over and like we'll understand something. But yeah, man, fuck. So many things that I have a problem overall in the general story. My life. It's crazy.